Actually, in the call.
I think that counts as dating in Pakistan, or I don't know.
It should be muted. Yeah. No, it is. It's not. It wasn't at all.
Luckily, your thing isn't plugged in.
Yeah,
Probably.
no, it is. But it wasn't doing anything.
Right.
Because it didn't count as an output.
So, we're recording now. How do we do this?
That's the joke!
You want to introduce?
Sure.
Okay. The mic is open to you.
Oh, hello there, microphone.
Not that open.
Oh, okay.
At least not to you.
Oh, that feels bad. I mean, I could just introduce everyone.
Yeah, go on.
Okay.
I'm just saying things I could do and wait for someone else to do it. Okay. Oh, fuck.
So, listen.
Don't do that! Oh, that's also awful. Okay. Well, okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Verify. I will be your host for the next hour of shit.
My name is Lotus. I'm here.
My name is Soms. I'm here. People think of me as a music nerd, apparently.
What's the fucking
My
nerd?
name's Hearts, and verifies the double gay.
The double... I'm not even single gay. I'm double gay. Everyone here... I'm triple gay. Everyone here's my boyfriend. It's fine.
Consent is optional, apparently.
That's my name.
That's a quote.
I don't know what the fuck you brought. Right, can I point this out? When I said to Lotus is my brother.
Hello.
We're dealing with familial relations here. When I said to him, "Hey, I'm going to get some people together and I'm going to record something," he said two things. The first thing he said was, "Hey, let me get one of my friends." So he messaged everyone on his friends list, and Soms is the only person that replied.
All right.
Okay, no. There were two people that replied. One said no, the other was Soms.
This is so.
Soms, you're our 15th pick.
And then, simultaneously, you said, "Oh, hang on, I know what we could use for topics. I have a copy of, what is it? New Scientist in my room."
Oh my god.
Yeah?
Oh.
So go on, pick a topic. You have a flick through that.
So, how do you guys feel about Asians?
Excuse me, what?
Demonetized first video.
The implication is we would ever be monetized.
Yeah.
God.
China number one.
Yo, so I'm trying to get the flash drive to work so we can actually like get footage to have something.
Full stop.
Yeah.
We're gonna have footage to have.
What? How do you feel about Asians?
It's because of the no, it's like, what is it? There.
So that
We can see it.
You want to describe the picture?
Come on, what's in it? Come on.
he shows me an image of an kit, and on the right hand side there is just a shopper.
What?
Who is Asian?
All right, fair enough.
And a quote next to them that says, "If I want to steal your money, that means I've got to steal your phone, face, and fingerprint." So come here. What is this even about?
Asians,
Right, the cashless economy is racing ahead in China, and its model could be the future for the rest of the world.
Oh, I've heard about that. Yeah, there's apparently cash is very rarely used in China at this point.
Shut the fuck up, Soms. You're not that cultured.
I mean, the best way to make people think that you're intelligent is to just read back what they've said to them in different words.
Yeah.
It's just... So yeah, it's the cashless economy in
Yo, yo,
China.
yo,
oh
yo,
yeah,
wait.
Chuck-
It's
Wait,
mobile.
y'all gotta hear
payments.
this.
It's mobile payments. That's what they're using these days.
Yo, verify. You know on the USB how we have to have that specific formatting?
Yeah.
You're never gonna believe this. Guess why that formatting was created?
specifically for Xbox.
No, it was created specifically so you couldn't use an Apple computer with Xbox. They only created that formatting to make it uncompatible on Apple computers. So if you were transferring clips, you couldn't use an Apple computer, which means you had to buy a Windows. Dude,
Wow.
Microsoft is a motherfucker.
There was that story that Bill Gates apparently invested a fair bit into Apple to make sure that he didn't have a monopoly, so the U.S. government wouldn't fuck him over. Because if you have a monopoly in the U.S., the government.
I mean,
has to
that's
shut
pretty
down.
smart.
It is smart, yeah, but now Apple are worth a lot more than Microsoft. So
yeah,
that-
and Bill Gates is getting dividends.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, but
Hey,
Steve
he's still
Jobs is
smart.
dead.
Yeah.
Fair
Bill
enough.
Gates
fair
won.
enough.
I'm like, and Bill Gates loses here how?
But Tim Cook isn't, and he's making billions now, so fair enough.
Who the fuck is Tim Cook?
Yeah, he's the guy who runs Apple. He's also gay. That's like a big
Oh,
thing.
sorry, Tim. Love you.
No, we need to. Who's that? Like
Can we get Tim Cook on the podcast?
I would love to have Tim Cook.
That's
on
the goal.
podcast.
the
Tim
goal
Cook.
is Tim Cook.
I didn't know who you were a month ago, but I'm glad you're here.
Good old Tim Cook. But I do want to remind people around the subject that you should all worship me because I have written more plays than Shakespeare in the past 100 years.
How many plays did Shakespeare write? then?
Wow, that's so
None.
you could write.
He's written none in the past 100 years. And so have I.
Dude, that's like the worst dad joke. It's like, I had a friend
Right.
text me on New Year's Eve. It turned 12:01. It was just New Year's Day, and he goes, "Dude, I haven't seen you since last year." And I'm like, "Dude, I want to come over there and punch you so bad."
Dude,
right
you
now."
did that to like all your friends.
The mic fell over.
Can I be honest? I've literally not uploaded on the channel since about January 2018. So, for the listeners, I haven't seen you since last year.
So quite literally, a year has gone by in that case.
So are we ditching the bend over email?
No, we're keeping it. I mean, it's if you want the email, it's bend over 123 or something, right?
Excuse
Yeah,
me.
I created it. I have it. Actually, I'm watching the YouTube video of how to fix the flash drive on it right now.
Do you want to tell the story of the flash drive?
All right.
Alright, so- I bought a flash drive because we wanted to record on Xbox. I wanted to be able to plug it in and set it to record for an hour so we could record video while we were like talking about random stuff. Well, I said I needed a 3.0 or faster flash drive. So I went on Amazon, bought like a $40 flash drive that had like 64 gigs in it, slapped it into the Xbox, and it's like, this device is too slow. And I was ready to piss all over my Xbox. I was getting mad. So I quit for a couple days, and Verify's like, oh, it needs to be NT something something file for it to work. And now I'm doing that. So
Riveting story.
Yeah. What have you been up to? Anyone?
I've been playing.
I've been
Catherine
fighting the Islamic in Afghanistan. I've been, having fun.
Oh,
I mean, I've been playing Catherine the last few days, and that's been quite interesting. This game
is that the one about like the sheep nightmares?
Yes.
Yes, it's basically about how men are trash, and I'm not even joking. That's essentially the whole message.
Amen.
Of the game.
I mean, as for I assume as for white males here, we can agree entirely with that statement.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, totally. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm a piece of shit.
And then-
Oh god.
I think I can become a bit extra as a gay man.
What the hell? How come the only video, the person who's made a tutorial on this, it was made on like Windows 1.5? Like, what the hell, dude? I'm running on Windows 10. Help!
I can't help you. I'm sorry, Caden.
But yeah, Catherine is very good, if very hard, and reminds me constantly how bad I am at video games.
How is she?
See, actually, if you're a male, it's really hard, but if you're female, it's super easy. They-
I mean, it's a
God.
puzzle game, so like, females? Isn't it like the whole stereotype of females playing puzzle games and whatever?
Yes, you're about to say something very sexist.
That's what I'm worried about. So
Look,
double
it's
demonetization.
fine. It's you can say sexist things. The only people who can get offended are the mindless drones in the comments.
Well,
Hippity hoppity.
Our
we're
0
friendly.
viewers.
well, I'm sorry, drones, but I'm getting offended.
Yeah, it's if
But
there's
yeah,
a 50
Please don't say anything sexist. Please.
I'll just avoid it as best as I can. But either way, it's a very good game. I recommend it to most. It's got a lot of symbolism. I think we'll go over in the first few playthroughs. But I think it's.
I just want to say something really extremist and sexist now.
Go ahead, sure.
You can't tell me not to do something. No,
Yeah.
I'm good.
It's your call, man.
Dude, I'll wake
Okay,
up in the middle of the night and there'll be like 50 feminists just like pressing their face against my window. It's not
what?
gonna be fun.
They want your dick, man.
No, they want my head for saying that males are better. Oh shit, didn't mean that.
That's so. You're the most. That was the most contrived attempt at being sexist I've seen in a long time, dude.
Males suck. Now they're all happy again.
Is this how you get Twitter?
It's like red light, green light, right? So you
Yeah.
say males are better, they all start running at you, but as soon as you say males suck, they all stop and like start walking away. And it's kind of fun to mess around with. You know
I
what I'm trying to say?
I have an interesting story.
Okay, you want to follow that up?
No. No, I've got an interesting story that my friend is and he this girl, he like the guy. He's in infinite wisdom. Around and says, is this your? And he goes, yeah. He goes, oh, never mind. Sorry to interrupt. At which point, kind of, he turns around to leave. And he goes, yo, why are you asking? And he goes, oh, just you're single. Oh, damn! And the guy
Soms is still here. Hey, Soms.
Yeah, okay, everything. I couldn't hear a damn thing. It was just pure robot gibberish. I'm sorry. I did not hear a single thing. It was so
That's not going to
bad.
show up on Audacity then.
which means, yeah, that means it won't show up on Audacity, so I can say it again and it's fine.
Yeah.
So this is a great story. Okay, so my friend sees this. My friend sees a cute girl walking down. I don't know whether it was the street or the British equivalent of a shopping mall. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's with a guy, and he stops them and says, "Hey, is this your boyfriend?" You know, not wanting to interrupt anything if he was going to try and flirt with her. And he goes, "Yeah, I am." What he does is he then turns to try and walk away, as you would, yeah.
Yeah.
At which point the guy like taps him on the shoulder and goes, "Yo, why are you asking?" You know, trying to get all big up in his face. He just goes, "Well, I wanted to see if you were single."
What the fuck? That's horrible.
At which point the guy was so shocked he didn't know what to say.
So he just stopped and went away?
Yeah, basically.
Wow.
Because it was like he thought he was chatting up his girlfriend, and it turns out that I think it's the smoothest thing I've ever heard of someone doing in real life.
That's incredibly smooth. I gotta admit, he doesn't even try to cover. He's just good God.
Yeah, like what do you do if someone's trying to like flirt with your partner, and then they're just like, "I wanted to see if you were single."
Should have just gone on his knees and just whipped it, like took off his belt.
Yeah.
What? Hang on! That's a very different ending to the story.
He just gives him a card, just like, leave me the blue oyster.
My God!
Oh my
It's-
god.
Not that we were on much of a hill to start with, but we are rolling down.
We're just like already at rock bottom and it just keeps going down.
Every time I think we've hit a new low. Jesus.
Keeps falling.
Yeah. So, Soms,
Oh, yeah.
you got any stories?
I can't think of any exactly right now. I do have one that my dad told me once. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So my dad had this, he and his friends had this project and this bet that they could get into either the local news or on TV within like the end of the year.
God.
And for this plan, they had a genius idea. So all these women, right? They had a thing called, I don't know what the English version of it is, but it's called like orientering in Norwegian. Essentially, what it is, you like run from a series of points to points with like a map and guiding yourself through it.
Oh, it's called orienteering.
Orienteering. Okay, that's what. Fair enough. It was this women's orienteering run, and this guy said, "All right, here's an idea. We'll set up these walkie-talkies and stuff, and when you can run out naked at the exact perfect moment and get this horde of women running after you." And so they set it up with
I'm
walkie-talkies.
sorry to smite Xbox.
Shut the fuck up, Caden.
And basically, so they set it up
Sorry.
with this big plan, and it hit the bush. And the second the gunshot went off, they went the walkie-talkie said, "All right, run out right now, and you'll be running in front of them right naked." So you just run straight out, and there's a horde of about 100 women running after him through an open field, and he got on the front page of a local news. So
Fucking hell.
yeah,
Life goals.
I have a picture of it if you guys want it. It is
Of your dad naked or on the news?
no. His friend naked.
Oh, your
Oh,
dad's
right.
friend naked. That's
Yeah.
perfectly fine.
I have the. It was on the. It was.
This
on
is
the
loud on
news.
Dude,
YouTube's.
let's see it.
I'll
I
share it
mean,
with
no
you
one
guys.
else will see the image. It's entirely us.
Yeah. Yeah. He was run. 360 girls ran after him, and you can see his dick, and right there.
Fucking hell.
Absolutely.
Norway's a third world country.
No, Norway is the only first world country.
Let me read up the quote in the right. I wanted to see how it was to be chased by that many women.
No, do it in Swedish.
It's Norwegian. Fuck you.
Oh, whatever.
Fucking idiot.
Jag ville
Last
pröva.
weekend.
Jag ville pröva hvordan det var att bli jagad av så många kvinnor.
Fucking hell.
Oh, God,
I
now I
understand
want to know
that.
how it feels.
Could you I just have massive respect for this man.
Who wouldn't?
Is there any way not to?
Society.
Imagine though, just the amount of balls this dude had, just running out in front of.
You can see them.
Yeah, you can. You can see them.
God. I like when the picture is looking over his shoulder,
Yeah, just seeing. I think you.
deathly afraid.
Yeah. Like,
So why was he being chased?
because he was like butt naked, running in front, obviously trying to fuck with these women.
Yeah, but my initial instinct. I may not be a
Because they
woman.
wanted to beat his shit in.
Oh, right. Okay. It's an aggressive chasing.
A very aggressive chase.
God.
Hey,
Oh my God.
people like that.
Hey, I got the flash drive to work.
I think that
Oh.
appeals to a lot of people, actually.
God. And I am.
Fucking, I have no words.
I know. Okay. So I think I'm technically going to call this the New Year's podcast, even though it is currently the 12th of January.
It is the 12th of January, so it's a bit late.
Just a bit.
But yeah, but 12 days, it doesn't matter. There's no difference between 12 days, right?
It's relatively new in terms of the year span. That's all we'll give it. Relatively new.
Yeah, look, it's close enough to New Year's that nothing major has happened, right?
Nothing at all.
No.
The American government is shut down.
Oh
And Brexit. So between those two things that we managed to miss.
yeah. So between that everything else is just running as usual. Besides one of the biggest governments in the whole world being shut down, and another one of the most important countries in the world just in meltdown. So
Yeah, I think it's two members of the UN Security Council currently don't have a working government, which currently means that the world's military is run by China and Russia.
Yes.
Yeah, basically.
Which
Us.
Hey,
Yes.
but it's
That's
okay.
wrong.
We have a wall. But it's okay. We have a wall. Everything's okay now.
Okay, so which do you want to discuss first, European or American politics?
Oh boy. American is funnier, but European is more depressing. That's a comedy, isn't it?
We'll do both of them. It's just where do you want to start?
Sure.
It's 2019. Let's start depressing.
Yeah.
Okay, start the new year as we left the last one.
A ball
Okay,
of
so-
fire and hate.
So Caden, as our American spokesperson, what do you actually know about Brexit?
All right. Let's make this easier. Do you know what the European Union is? Oh boy. Do you think you know what the European Union is?
It's a union in Europe.
Good.
Okay, right. So you know those wars we had a while back. We called one of them. We called one of them the First World War and the second one the Second World War. Yeah. Basically, at the end of the Second World War, what Europe did was they decided that in order to stop the wars, they should basically create a conglomerate of nations, which would be able to regulate things like currency and how the general politics worked.
Yes.
At which point, when the United Kingdom was offered a spot in this European Union, we decided to say fuck that and instead shut down all of our trains, which was in 30 years later. Well, in the 70s, we said, hey, we actually like this idea of a European Union, considering we managed to lose our entire empire to the last war.
Yeah, essentially.
And they said no. Then we said please, and they said no. Then we said please, and they said no. Then we said please again, and they let us in. And I think it was about 4 or 5 times that we said please. Because essentially Britain had absolutely nothing to offer the European Union at the time. Because we joined because our economy was in the shitter.
Yeah.
And then because of Margaret Thatcher. Well, actually, no, she came afterwards. Because of the war, probably.
Okay, Google.
So what then happened was our economy slowly got stronger from that point with the help of the European Union. And
some wars.
True. And we come to the year 2000, where we cared so much about the European Union that the Conservative Party, who have been in charge of the government, the last time, and I imagine still currently, the most members for a party that we have in the European Union is the United Kingdom Independence Party.
UKIP, as it's more formally known as.
Yeah, which means that we didn't actually care about them when we were with them.
No.
And so we had a referendum, at which point we were given 2 options, leave and remain. And we were given those 2 options before anyone asked what the fuck either of them meant.
Most people, the most searched term on the day the Brexit vote happened was, what is the EU? So...
And I imagine the Norwegians have had a kind of interesting look at this, considering that you're not technically part of the EU either.
We are not part of the EU. We are part of the EUS, I believe. I think that's the acronym. It's an economic deal. So the reason we found was that it would lead. The big thing was that we would have to give fishing areas to European countries, which is something no party would be okay with, because you would be essentially throwing a good deal of population under the bus, and that's how you get elected.
Isn't it like, to the extent that you have fish on your currency.
Yeah, we do have fish in our currency. It's very important to us, and we're also very protective of our trade, especially like meat and dairy and such. And if other products come in, farmers are going to get scared. They're not going to vote for the politicians. Politicians get thrown out, and you get just, whoo! It's just not going to work out for anyone in the long run.
Also, can I just say, we've already hit Godwin's Law by mentioning World War II.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Hey, look. Okay, so if you don't know why this is called Godwin's Law, it's because Godwin's Law is the point at which, in any argument or discussion, someone will mention Hitler.
Yes, I'm familiar with the term. I've experienced it myself far too many times.
Yeah, look, you're Norwegian.
You've experienced Hitler? That is what I just heard.
I mean, the last person we killed officially in Norway via like public execution was. This is truly, by the way.
Hitler. Sorry, you killed Hitler.
No.
Yeah, some person.
No. We killed the man who allowed Hitler to take over Norway.
Wait, that means Hitler was a spy.
Hitler was
Because if he was set to kill Hitler, then he killed himself. But if he killed himself, that means he was working for someone.
This is the guy we killed, Vidkun Quisling, and he was the last person we gave the death penalty in Norway.
The last person we gave the death penalty to was someone who had mental health issues.
That's
good old United
Welcome to
States.
the UK.
So it's like Nazi that sent people to concentration camps and committed war crimes, mental health.
But I mean, on the other side of this, Caden, would you like to tell us the last man that the United States executed? Do you know his name?
Nope.
No,
I don't think anyone does.
No, because I imagine it was 5 minutes ago.
Probably.
It's probably changed multiple times.
Hey, the death penalty's been illegalized for quite a while now. I know that.
In the United States?
Yeah, the death penalty is illegalized right now. You can't
In
get
which
the death
state?
penalty. In all of them, it's a federal law. You cannot get the death penalty.
No, someone was executed. So
You can wish. You can wish for the death penalty, but you can't just be granted the death penalty. Like someone can't force on you the death penalty.
in the U.S.
In the U.S., I'm pretty sure.
The death penalty.
Unless the news has lied to me, which is a possibility.
It might just be in your state.
To be fair, this is the guy who didn't know what the fuck the EU was.
Yes.
Yeah, but this is America.
I'll catch you slipping, no.
Get out.
Stop.
Okay.
Stop.
Oh my
Cut.
god.
Cut. We're restarting. We're restarting. Nope, that's it. We're done.
All right, so there are most states in the U.S. have death penalty. Actually, California has the death penalty.
California's
up in flames. Yeah.
Not much people
can I
are
keep
granted
in
that
mind-
without their
Can I
will.
keep in mind? You guys want to hear something funny? Trump took money from like the firefighter thing of America to build the wall, and currently California is going up in flame. And
Yes.
Trump's like, "Yo, I will take that shit in flames," and Trump's like placing bricks, Minecraft style. It's so dumb.
I mean, clearly, just build a wall around the fire.
Yeah.
Don't extract the people. Just leave them in there.
Look.
Leave-
The fire isn't bringing their best, it's bringing drugs and rapists. Build a wall, we'll make the fire pay for the wall.
I thought we weren't going to talk about your opinions on Asians.
We're all going to hell.
It's fine.
Hell's too good for us.
I just,
All right.
as we start this, if you hear any hammering or drilling for the duration,
Where do
of the
we go
podcast,
then?
That is
Fucking Walmart.
Just Satan building his new level of hell.
All right, so capital punishment has not been used in California in the past 10 years, but it's still in it. And Texas has still punishment practiced.
It's the last person killed in Texas
Of
was
course.
Jim
My
Forsythe.
Probably my uncle. 'Cause-
The last person killed in Texas was probably a guy named like Gonzalez or some shit.
Gonzo Gonzalez.
No, there's just a good chance someone tried running across the border and just like
Probably
ate a bullet.
pissed off Pedro was the last person killed in.
It's not
Oh God.
One but not forgotten.
No,
Okay,
he tried,
well-
he tried running the border and got shot by the incest family.
One but not forgotten, yeah.
God.
Execution list 2018. There's a whole website about this. 25
What?
people were okay. So 25 persons were executed in the United States in 2018. There was 13 in Texas. So over half of
I
them were
want to
killed in
kill
Texas.
myself.
Holy shit!
Wow. Good old
Yeah.
Texas. Texas, if you're listening.
Come on the podcast, defend yourself.
I love it's
Yeah.
1 1
Oh
The
my
entirety
God.
of Texas.
Executions.map.png.
13. I love it's 1 1 1 3 2 2 2 13. I love the execution
Oh my
scale.
God.
1
I
by
mean-
13 was Texas and it's dead 13.
What's that state? Is that a state or is that just Indiana and Pennsylvania?
No, that's what you talking about?
Okay,
No, it's-
Caden Hearts.
It's Ohio.
Hearts
It's Ohio.
Is it Ohio?
Yes, it's Ohio.
Ohio's a state.
Mr.
Yes.
Michigan. Mr. Michigan.
Yeah.
What state is below you?
Ohio.
Okay, it's Ohio.
I should know. My boyfriend's from there.
Ooh. Look,
You know-
okay, we can't be
I
racist,
can't tell if it's a joke or
sexist,
not.
homophobic, or anything like that.
that's
We
not
have
even a
one
joke.
gay white guy.
Okay.
That's not even a joke.
Yeah, but he's a gamer.
Oh, we have one
Gay
gamer white guy.
That's pretty good. High five.
What is the idea behind the, and why is it important enough to shut down your government?
Keep out Mexicans. That's basically the
Yo.
idea.
I completely disagree with it, so I don't
Oh,
see the
God.
reason for it.
Oh boy.
I think the wall's unnecessary. I think it's dumb. There's many other ways to handle it. It's just pointless. We're shutting down the government,
It's just gonna.
and we're stealing from like the Pentagon, the National Army, the National
Yeah.
Guard, the Navy. We're taking money from them to build this like 40-foot fucking wall of China because that went so well. And it's just
There's
Oh
Mexicans
my
just gonna
God.
call up the Mongols and just
Are
guys.
the Mexicans going to become the next masters of siege warfare?
Yeah, they're gonna find the remains of Genghis Khan.
Nah,
and just,
mate,
and just set up catapults
but
everywhere.
rock climbing
Get on
equipment's
horseback.
about to get really fucking popular.
You're gonna be seeing guys from Mexico on horseback just charging down, just blowing up. The
I can't wait for that. You're gonna go to the American side.
I'd
It's gonna be
love
like a
that.
tourist
That would
attraction.
be-
It's gonna be like a rock climbing wall.
That would be amazing, honestly.
No,
I'd love
right, no.
that.
But it's entirely it's militarized, but it's but they've like militarized like mariachi bands. That's their special forces. They've got maracas filled with gunpowder.
They just like tape leads to like sombreros.
Oh my gosh.
No, fuck it. No, they're just odd job.
It's just not.
They just throw the sombrero.
How about you, gringo?
Just fucking shirtless Pablo Escobar with money taped him on a fucking horse.
Oh no, that's just Putin again.
It's just Putin.
Who's the president of Mexico?
Of Mexico, it is Andrés Manuel López Obrador. Obrador.
And now in English.
That's about as close to English as you're gonna get.
Pablo.
They have a special term for they have a special term for term limits in Mexico called a sexenio. Sexenio. That sounds like
What
a
does
very
that
strange- It just means a 6-year term.
What the hell? I'm so pissed right now.
They have a specific term for it. That's what surprises me.
We in English have a specific term for how long the Russian political term lasts.
Wait, do you? How long is it?
Forever.
I saw that one coming.
That was a good joke. I have to admit, that was a good joke.
We also just have a special term for what we call the Prime Minister.
An asshole?
Or wanker.
Ah, close fit. That's better.
No, we don't just call the Prime Minister a wanker. It's
That's-
the entire cabinet. Okay, since we're on politics, how does Norwegian politics work?
It doesn't.
Oh, I wish it did.
It doesn't.
You essentially just have to either be very fat, very sexist, or an idiot who doesn't understand economics.
One
at all.
second, I gotta move to Norwegia. I'll be right back.
Norwegia! You just say Norwegia!
You wonder what the funny thing is, there's actually a brand of cheese called Norwegia, essentially, so he's moving to Cheeseland.
Sweet.
Wait, hang on. He's
I
moving
meant
to
what I said,
Queensland.
I
How
said what I
close is
want.
Michigan to Wisconsin?
Oh,
Actually, surprisingly close. They share a northern border.
Yeah, we're right there, bud.
So Soms, what you're
Yes.
telling us is that Don Corleone runs all of them.
Essentially, yeah.
No,
But I mean,
if you think about it, that was Russia. Like, basically, at any point between, like, the weird middle ground between Gorbachev and Putin, it was run by the mafia.
it
Yo.
was, essentially.
It still is.
Yeah.
Yo, I just realized how much of a genius Trump is. Wait, I'm sorry, I just came to this realization.
Excuse me.
Wait,
Excuse me.
no, listen. I was just thinking, can someone
Alright.
file an impeachment if the government is shut down?
No.
Dude,
Oh
we
my
just got one
God.
Trump.
They can't
Dude,
file
Cheeto
an impeachment,
Jesus
it's on
is a god.
fire.
No, that's
Jesus
why
is a
he did it.
god.
That's why he did it. They were just about to file, or what was it? There was like another investigation happening because every time one
Oh,
happens,
please.
he does
He,
something like
he had
that.
like 3 reasons to be impeached by now.
Oh no, yeah, he keeps going again. Would be surprised if he becomes impeached the moment he unshuts down the government.
That would not surprise. Okay, can I say I love the picture on the Wikipedia article for impeachment. It's just these two elected
Trump.
officials, Brazilian
What?
President Dilma Rousseff and South Korean President Park Geun-hye, were both impeached.
Let's shake hands.
It's perfect. It's actually it's magical. I
Right.
love.
no, do you want to see? I wonder if it's still there. Do you want to see the most unrepresentative image for something on Wikipedia?
Oh God.
Oh
Please,
God,
no.
go on. Sure, I'm curious now.
Look up the Wikipedia page for the Australian war against the emu.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Look at the image. The image. I don't know if it's still the image, but it is the most unrepresentative
A man
image.
holding an emu killed by Australian soldiers. That is
Exactly.
tagline under, and then they lost it.
Yeah. Do you know why it's so unrepresentative? Because the Australians lost the war.
Okay, I love it. The outcome on the Wikipedia article: failure. Emu population persists. And then it gets better. It gets better. Aftermath.
What's the aftermath?
Well, yeah, the aftermath. There's a
There's
page
an
of bit called
aftermath.
aftermath.
There's a bit in the article called aftermath. From
The
1930 and onward.
Words of the Emu War had spread.
Right, hang on. Let's get our Norwegian. Come on, Norwegian guy. Read it for us.
All right. Despite the problems encountered with the coal, the farmers of the region once again requested military assistance in 1934, 43, and 48, only to be turned down by the government. Instead, the bounty system instituted in 1923 was continued, and this proved to be effective. 57,034 bounties were claimed over a 6-month period in 1934. By December 1932, word of the Emu War had spread, reaching the United Kingdom. Some conservationists there protested the coast as an extermination of the emu race. Dominic Severity and Hubert Whitley, the eminent Australian ornithologist, described the war as an attempt at the mass destruction of the birds. Throughout 1930 and onward, exclusionary fencing became a popular means of keeping emu out of
Bird rape.
barriers. Alright, I love this. Exclusion barrier fencing became a popular means of keeping emu out of agricultural areas, in addition to other vermin such as dingoes and rabbits. This is the most
Also-
Australian article ever.
Can we talk about how people were asking the government to help and they're like, nah, they won.
Yeah.
They're like, no, give up.
Have some.
We don't want to break the peace treaty, or they might march on the capital. Well, look at the years. It's Hitler was rising in power slowly through those years, and it's just they're going, "Can you help us with this?" And they're like, "Nah, we've got like this Hitler problem over here." I'm just imagining like the Australians like on the Normandy beaches. They've been sent over there by the
Right.
Empire. They're on the boats. They're veterans. They're going.
Surviving.
I've heard bad things about these SS. As Australia turns around, you've heard nothing until you're 40.
I like to think they were like on the boat riding up, and one of them looked through a binoculars like, "Oh fuck, it's another emu."
It's just an emu.
There's an email on the boat.
It's got like a brown shirt. It's got like the cap with the spike on it.
Oh my
It's
god.
a Nazi uniform, swastika armband.
Militarized emus.
With just guns on the sides.
I mean, think of it though. Like, there's the emu, which is like the most passive of the birds. Imagine if the Australians tried to take out like the cassowary.
Oh my god.
Like,
Oh
the
my
cassowary
God.
is so dangerous that at the point of humans landing, it determined if they were a threat, and has determined ever since that we're not a threat, and actively hunts humans.
Hell.
They travel in packs looking for people to kill.
Also,
Jesus Christ.
can we talk about how there was a small period that 57,000 bounties were claimed to kill
Yeah,
emus?
that's 57,000 bounties were claimed.
A genuine profession was to just fucking murder emus and then hand them
6
to government.
months. Within 6 months.
What is
So
it?
that's 6
Russian?
months. That's 30 days per month. 30 times 6.
It's-
180 days. So 57,000 divided by 180 days is 316 emus killed per day.
Fucking hell.
I
And
mean,
they
like-
lost.
They were efficient.
Yeah.
No,
But they
they're
still
birds.
lost.
The emo.
emos.
I know, I'm a huge. Right, the Australian
Wait, no,
emo
we shouldn't even touch that. Let's just
The
ignore
play
that.
continues
to
to this
start
day.
culling the emos.
They're calling
No.
themselves this trade, man.
To be honest, I think that the only issue that we've found so far with the format is that we probably have to move the mic back
Yeah.
Probably.
because it is really sensitive.
I know.
that's not.
No, it's not.
That good?
We can always just turn it off. Or not turn it off, turn it down while editing.
Yeah.
Oh, so speaking of unflattering Wikipedia pictures, this one of Jean-Paul Sartre is not exactly not.
Holy shit! What the fuck is wrong with him?
He has exortopia, which is like where the eyeballs go out a bit more, and they can often be cross-eyed.
Oh,
And yeah, but even then, there are a lot more flattering pictures of him. And I tweeted about this, and the Wikipedia Twitter account actually responded to it, surprisingly enough, and said that due to copyright laws, they could only use pictures that either were taken by Wikipedia staff. But that is impossible, considering that the guy is dead. So they just had to
Yeah.
use public domain pictures, and that was the best one they could find.
Jesus Christ.
There are a lot better pictures of him, but that just one is not exactly flattering.
Yeah.
Trying
Fucking
to-
hell.
Oh my. All right. Speaking of Nazism, apparently this guy wrote an article called "Anti-Semite and Jew." So yeah, that would also Godwin's law.
Yeah, Jack Godwin's law. Fucking
Yeah.
hell.
A whole essay about anti-Semitism and Jewry.
I just got sent a picture with my teacher's head photoshopped on Gru's body from Despicable Me.
Fuck. Why?
I can't make this up.
Absolute unit. I don't know what size this
1 second. I'm gonna have him resend it so I can put it in the group chat.
Oh boy.
So, Soms, have any of your other acquaintances run out naked in front of hundreds of women?
Probably one of them has, but he hasn't told me about it yet.
Yeah.
He probably
Okay.
done.
Oh god, I'm adding this to the format. I've got a game with.
Oh god.
Go on to Wikipedia.
Oh no. What's
Alright.
this?
Go on to Wikipedia. Go on.
What are we doing?
Go on to Wikipedia.
Oh my god.
One. Go to Wikipedia.
And select random article.
Why are
Oh,
you doing
fuck.
this?
Okay.
Are we actually doing this?
Oh yeah, we're doing
Oh,
this.
Oh no.
English. Random article. It's on the left.
Oh god, I know where it is.
No, right at the top on the left.
Silence! There it is.
Go on, click it.
Oh, what are you about to do?
Right. We are going. We're going to read the content So the headings of the sections, and you have to try and guess from that what the Wikipedia article is about.
Oh god.
Oh no.
So,
Would we only read Frederick Will?
do it again! No, because they have to guess if it's Frederick Will.
Damn it.
You just read the... Right. Okay, right, hang on.
This is last second.
this
It's
one-
been going on for 40 minutes.
This one is the smallest, thing you would ever see. So I'm going to read you the answers, because the actual Wikipedia article is one line.
Oh my god.
So, see also, nail anatomy. And the references are Friedberg, Fitzpatrick's Dermatology in General Medicine, 6th edition.
I'm a biologist. How the fuck can I know?
Wait. We got this. All right. So dermatology.
We can imagine this.
All right. So that's the head, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it is. We're gonna go with that.
It's the study of the skin, nails, hair, and its diseases.
Yep.
So
So
not head, not
nail
head.
anatomy as a C also.
The male anatomy.
Nail,
God.
nail anatomy.
Male skin, nails,
you
hair.
got
Nail.
something with foreskin. Oh god.
It can't be foreskin, can it?
Why it's dermatology and it's the male
Hey,
anatomy.
Nail.
The male nail?
Nail.
So no. It's male anatomy and it's dermatology. So it's either gonna be foreskin or scrotum.
Oh, nail anatomy. There's a whole article
Nail.
about it? Oh,
Like people with the
Article on
dick.
nail anatomy, but that's
oh,
not
nail
what it is.
anatomy.
Oh my god.
So the C also is nail anatomy.
So nail,
Right.
not male.
Nail, right?
Male.
Because this is so short, I am going to give you a hint
All right.
that it's something that happens when you're smoking.
Oh, fuck.
They're not gonna get it.
I don't know anything about smoking.
leaves you.
Congratulations! It was divorce. No.
Nail
Okay.
fetish?
Smoking
What?
nail fetish.
I went on
what
the
would
C
that have
also.
to do with
I went-
dermatology?
I went on the nail anatomy part on the Wikipedia
Right,
page.
okay.
And the part of it was nail fetish, nail disease, list of cutaneous conditions, and onychrigosis.
One second, I gotta look up male fetish.
Okay, right. The article was drug-induced nail changes.
Excuse me. Excuse me. How the fuck would we guess that?
Well, this fetish is amazing. It's the sexual fetish. It's someone who is sexually attracted to things that are sexual.
Wait, what? Okay, go on.
I can't
Do
make
another
this
round
up.
of Wikipedia article.
All right,
Another
go on.
round of
Okay. What is this?
Oh god. Let's do a different one. Let's do
No. Right. Okay. You're So you are
Mine's
allowed
good
to use
to guess.
you are allowed to use Wikipedia yourself. I'll
All
let
right.
you know. Okay. So your contents page is family and background,
Okay.
Al-Fatah, legacy, and references.
Family and background. So it's a person, I assume.
Possibly.
We're not allowed to answer.
I mean, it could be a
how-
plant.
Or I suppose we
Could be
should.
a
Yeah.
family.
Okay. If you ask us something and I'll tell you. So yes, it is a person.
Okay, so I assume that by legacy. So, are they a famous person?
I've never heard of them, and I'm defining
Well,
that as
fuck's
thing.
sake. What?
Are they from in one of the countries that we're from?
No.
No.
Okay.
Are they from Asia?
No.
Oh no. Okay, right. So let's say that
Kim Jong Un.
No. But yeah, okay. So they're from what I would call Asia, but not what Hearts would call Asia.
Oh.
What do you call Asia besides Asia?
Well,
Jeff,
it's a bit of the world. So if I said an Asian person, I would mean something different. I don't mean someone from China or Japan. I mean
Okay,
someone.
No, an Asian is someone from Asia.
No, yeah,
So
exactly.
that would be
exactly.
so that would be Russia, wouldn't it?
Possibly.
Russia-
You guys think Asian people come from Russia? What the hell is this word?
Russia is part of Asia. Like
But wait,
most of the
really?
continent of Asia is Russia, dude. It sure as hell isn't Europe. What else would it be?
One moment.
anyway, I would recommend if you want to figure out what this is, using Wikipedia to find what I've sent in the Discord chat.
Oh my god. Al-Fatah.
What the fuck is an Al Fatah?
It's
Oh my god, you're
it's a
right.
Palestinian national political party.
Where have I been?
America.
Dude, I've not been on a good roll. Like a week ago, I thought Alaska was an island.
What?
I know, right?
Holy shit.
Okay. So,
Some sounds so fucking dumb.
On some level, I am. The fact that we had to explain that Russia is a fucking part of Asia.
okay.
Where else would it be? Fucking Ocean.
I thought Russia was Russia. Okay.
What does that mean?
It was. I thought
What do you-
Russia
what
was
continent
just Russia.
Well, what you think it was like a separate continent, just Russia?
No, it's just Russia.
Just Russia.
Just a place
Just
called
Russia.
Russia. Just not a continent, not a country,
Yes.
just Russia.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Just Russia.
Lotus, I'm doing this for you, man. I'm doing this for you.
Wait, is America referring to Canada too? Then? Nah, there's no.
Either way,
no way.
Fatah, Al-Fatah, is it related to Palestine then?
Is it?
Right, it doesn't say the word, like, the information that I'm using, so I'm reading the entire article
Okay.
from contents and up, so I can see, like, the picture, and I
Yeah.
can see, like, the little summary of it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mention Palestine in that.
And it's Fatah.
Yo, I was looking up globe maps, and all I saw is a map. This is how Donald Trump sees the globe.
It keeps coming back to Trump. All right, so Al Fatah is apparently a Palestinian Liberation Front, national political party. So
Northern Law 2, every discussion comes back to Trump.
yeah, it's either that or Israel, I assume.
No,
Boom.
neither of those.
Okay, so I'm gonna assume that this relates to the party Al Fatah and it has a member from Al Fatah. And
I've given you another hint.
all right, let's see it. Al Fatah magazine. Oh, they do have a magazine. Oh, it's an Arab. Oh, it's an Egyptian women's magazine.
Yo, 1 second. Opening Discord.
Was launched by Hind Nafwal.
Hey!
Hey!
You got the Wikipedia article!
Yeah, she's a Syrian, Antiochian, Greek Orthodox journalist and feminist writer. She was the first woman in the Arab world and the broader Venezuela areas to publish a women's magazine and an early promoter of feminism. That's cool.
Yeah!
Yeah, that's what we get to read.
Right, next.
Oh, okay.
Right, they might get this. Go on. So, this bit, right? That bit. Alright, so the contents are development, operational history, variants, operators, specifications, and references.
That has to be a weapon of some sort.
You're close. So I'm going to give you...
I mean, it could be counted as a weapon.
Oh, what hint could I give? Okay, right. So if you get stumped, I know what hint I'm going to give you.
All right. So it's a weapon of some sort. Is it a gun?
No.
Is it a vehicle?
An
of some
object.
sort?
It is a vehicle of some
It
sort.
is a military vehicle.
It's not a military vehicle.
Is
Oh,
it a
no,
tank?
it wasn't. It's not a military vehicle. I apologize.
Operation. Is it a? It's a vehicle of some sort. Then usually, I'd assume. Is it?
Yes, it is a vehicle.
Well, what kind then? That's the
Is
tricky
this
part.
is this a civilian vehicle?
Not necessarily civilian.
Is it a?
It's
is
something that you don't immediately jump
Is
to a
it
vehicle.
a-
You
Is it a public service vehicle?
no.
Is it something that members of the government use as transport?
It's no. Okay, it's closer to civilian than that, but it isn't civilian in that there is a certain section of the population who would use this vehicle. So I would say that a car is civilian because anyone can use it, no matter what they do as a job.
Is it machinery?
It's a vehicle.
I'm gonna
Well,
assume
yeah, but you can have a non-machine vehicle, like a
Okay,
horse
it's
and
not
buggy.
pedal. It's motor powered.
Okay.
I'm gonna assume it's a private jet or something like that.
Oh, it is a
Close.
plane. It's a plane.
Oh, helicopter?
That's a
What
what?
plane?
It's a plane.
I'm done. I just
Helicopter?
thought aviary vehicle at that point for some reason.
Okay.
Is it a specific plane?
It
Yes.
is. I'll
It's
give you a hint.
model.
It's a monoplane.
What?
You are looking for the model.
What is a monoplane? Is a fixed? Oh, it's a sort of. Oh, I see. The Red Baron?
Nah,
Ah.
No, like
That'd be military.
it's not military.
Oh, so it's one for private use.
a crop dusser.
I'll let you know two interesting things about it. Okay.
Okay.
It's a sports plane,
Ooh.
and its first flight was on August 1913.
Fuck, that's hard. The Boral Hydro monoplane?
Nope.
Nope.
That's 1912. God damn it. The Lee Richards Annular monoplane.
No.
No.
The Diet monoplane.
No.
Oh my god. How many 1913 monoplanes are there?
Does it give us a date in August?
No. Just August 1913 was the first flight. It retired.
Category
in 19-
monoplanes. There are quite a bit of monoplanes.
Its predecessor was the Type D.
Ooh. That's gonna help probably. The doing it D520. That's a World War II. Oh my god.
The U.S. Naval Air Service
The
established-
Blackburn Type D. Sometimes it was a single engine. Oh, I think I found it now.
What do you think it is?
I think I found the model before it, the Blackburn Type D. Then what would be the model after it? That's what I'm trying to find. The Blackburn Type 1?
Hey!
Hey!
There you go. Hey,
Yeah.
Hayden, you got to step up your game.
Interestingly, only 3 were built.
Only 3. This is a single engine civil 2C. Okay, so yeah, it's a plane for civil use, but not something a random civilian would use in daily life. So yeah, that's accurate.
Pretty accurate description.
Can we talk about something else? It's getting kind of dull, to be honest.
Yeah,
One more.
Alright, one more.
Last
Then we've
one.
done 3. Because I like this one. This one has 7. No, it's got 6. Never mind.
Do you want to read the contents?
Okay, right. Nature, aims and objectives, activities, organization structure, and criticism and location.
Oh, that's hard. So nature organization, it's an organization of some sort.
Yeah, it is. This is a relatively big hint. It is located in Goa.
Goa. This is something. It's a place in India on the western coast. So a biodiversity hotspot. So I assume it's related to oh god, this is hard.
If it's Goa Foundation, I'm gonna laugh.
It's not.
No,
Yeah, I think so.
1986.
1986. The cultural history of Goa from one south. Okay, yeah, that's not it. Goa, 1986. Not the Goa Foundation. It's not that, I assume. The Goa Foundation was founded in 1986. The High Court, Supreme Court of India. This is nature, organization, criticism.
Okay. There's a word here that I don't know what it is, so I'm going to give it to you.
All right. Let's see if we can find this.
I misspelled it.
What?
con carne.
I've never heard of that word in my life.
Well, you can have a good chili con carne.
Get out.
It's a language in the Konkan Coast, southern. The people of the Konkan division? No, that's not it. There's a series of communities.
I'll let you know that what you're looking for is three words, and the first two is Goa and Konkani.
Oh.
I am just handing it to them.
Yeah, they are, but this is hard. So, Goa, Konkani, Academy.
Yeah, the Goa
Organizations
Konkani
that to promote the Kokana in Goa. Aims and objectives, activities, nature. That was the thing that got me. I thought it was at some point then a species of some sort.
Yeah, the word nature really threw me off.
That's the thing that was weird. Nature
Okay.
is such a strange word to use.
Let's quit doing this. Let's find something better to talk.
May I mention that it might be smart making the podcast be a reasonable length?
Hmm.
You might what?
He wants to make the podcast a reasonable length.
What's an unreasonable length?
3 hours.
4 hours.
Between 2 and 3 hours. I would not make it longer than in there. If you pass 3 hours, it means the end. I think we're about an hour and a half in. What are we in? I haven't seen the recording.
Well, like an hour and a minute.
Hour and a minute.
We could probably do 30 more minutes then.
Yeah.
I want to get this
Okay.
flash drive working so I can get so we can get background footage at least.
Okay.
Just random
so
stuff.
I have a subscription to the Times Magazine.
All
I have
right.
a better idea.
Okay.
Because you're the expert here.
Oh god.
What do we feel about religion?
Oh. Hmm.
I'm not getting demonetized for this. It's not.
Well, all right. I'll come and stay. I am not religious myself, but I have found.
Why not?
I don't think there's any reason to believe in a god. Nothing indicates that there is a god or something like that. So I'm not religious.
You want to get smited?
Yeah, please do. But nothing indicates to me that there is a god of some sort, so I don't believe in one. But I have respect for people who believe in religion at some level, because I understand why some people do it. And I think religion is fascinating in the way it gives comfort to people and the intricacies of it. And I'll admit I'm not knowledgeable enough in it to give a confident or say anything really valuable about it. I just don't see much reason to believe in it, that's all.
I think religion is bullshit.
New Amazing Atheist podcast right here.
Yes. Except with less bananas.
Less bananas. What?
A big ripe bunch of striped banana.
All I know is you guys just probably broke one of the top 5 rules of YouTube.
Don't talk about religion.
Yes.
Let's talk about
the
money.
amaz-
How much do you guys make?
Yeah, it's like what is it? Money, religion, and politics. So the
Oh,
three
you've broken
things-
two.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, but religion's the big one because that gets people really offended. Like
But religion's
really
real.
I mean,
offended.
the Amazing Atheist made a whole career out of it, so I know about that.
Why can't we just
Yeah.
be like Logan Paul and like go to the Suicide Forest or some shit?
Or be gay for a month.
Vegan leather.
What about
I sexually identify as a toaster, and if you have an issue with that, you can fight me.
The fuck? I'll toast your ass.
I like toaster strudels and whole wheat.
who doesn't?
Okay.
I like it in my ass.
I don't know whether we should read this article,
Oh, God.
but the headline. Do you want to read it?
Which one?
Asian hard dicks.
Just the emu all over again. Villagers run from Phil the revolting pheasant.
Excuse
All
me.
right, I think we're good. Let's
The
pass.
headline.
I'm gonna let's have a read of this. A violent prowler has left residents of Norfolk Village afraid to leave home without a weapon to defend themselves. The authorities have said there is nothing they can do to protect them.
They sprouted off from the emu mafia.
Is this Trump's predecessor?
The hooligan in question is a pheasant named Phil by the people of Cottesson, who have faced regular attacks in recent weeks from a territorial bird with a temper.
Wow. Only in Britain.
Okay, right. Do we? Because do we want to say can you guess what kind of attacks they've been subjected?
Pecking?
Yeah, pecking. There's two on here. So pecking is one of them. There's one more. What the fuck, Caden?
American journalist moments for execution.
Hey, if we got overran by pheasants, they would shit all over our stuff. Just saying.
Is that the other one? Did they get shit on?
No. So they've been pecked and something else.
Bitten.
No. This is less
Trampled.
violent to say.
Humped.
No.
Raped.
Oh God.
You got anything, Soms?
No, not after that. I think I'm done. I'm good.
Okay. They were chased. They were chased and pecked.
They're chased and pecked by Phil the Pheasant.
Could you? Okay. There's two quite unusual weapons that they've used to fight back against poor Phil. Do you want to try and guess what they are?
Shovel.
Are you going to assume a butcher knife?
Flamethrower.
No.
Butcher knife?
Flamethrower. It's like fucking Alien Isolation. Just when it starts getting close,
Just scare it off a bit.
yeah.
A big
Just
floppy
scare it
dildo.
A garrote.
No.
Sure can provide.
More pheasants.
You just find the hive. It's just
They bribed off
pheasants
everywhere.
everywhere.
To attack him.
You just find the pheasant hive. And just
Okay.
coming out eggs.
One of them you would put on fries or chips,
Ketchup.
and the other one you would use to
puts
stop the
ketchup
rain.
on chips? Oh, chips doesn't mean French fries for you guys. Chips are French fries, and okay, never mind. I remember now.
Now, chips
We get it.
mean French fries.
Umbrellas, yeah. What they've used umbrellas to fend off Phil.
Damn
Isn't
you,
it-
Bill.
That's in Indiana Jones, isn't it? They just
They
use
use
like
scrap.
Indiana Jones' dad uses an umbrella to scare off.
Did you know it wasn't named
Batman,
Phil
right.
until Phil Swift was born?
Penguin.
The penguin. The penguin versus the pheasant.
Wow.
I just remember this Sean Connery at one point fought off birds with an umbrella.
We've got
We got surrounded by pheasants.
no, he's surrounded by like swans or something like that. Oh my God.
And to this day, they thought America won Vietnam. No, it was the pheasants.
The peasants and the Nazi emus teamed up.
So we had emus, and fucking pheasants. That was the team.
And Sean
That
Connery.
was the eight.
We also
That
had
was
Sean
the
Connery.
And today's gonna win this.
Sean Connery's our only defense. Yeah.
This night, he is tonight's biggest loser.
Oh God. I mean, if we're discussing, great, great Scottish people, of course. The one of the greatest memes I think I've ever seen was an image that just there were two images. One said Sean Bean, the other one unSean Bean.
just nothing on it.
Yeah, so it's Scene Bean and unBean.
Oh my God. the best meme I've seen recently. Are you guys familiar with this album called Tarkus?
No.
So it's this prog rock album by these guys called Emerson, Lake and Palmer. And what this fucking it's this badass armadillo tank. And what people have done, they took it and they photoshopped it into a bunch of different stuff. So you have
Themes all over again.
Tarkus at Tiananmen Square. Tarkus at
I just
Tiananmen
want a
Square.
baptism with this armadillo tank.
You also
It's
have
just like getting its
Tarkus.
head dunked.
You have Tarkus running over the Beatles on Abbey Road.
Holy shit.
It's great. So people, you'll just have posting where people just take Tarkus and the Photoshop. But you have Great Iron Tarkus from Dark Souls on Tarkus.
Oh no.
It's great. I love it.
Great
Okay.
Tarkus.
Okay. So let's
We're back on Phil.
we're back to Phil. I'm moving it back to Phil. I'm taking control.
Yeah.
So my question to you would be, okay, so first of all, I've got a question on the article itself, which is so how have the RSPCA, which is the Royal Society for the Protection and Care of Animals, how do you think that they have reacted?
Furious.
They said death to the pheasant. Set up a noose.
They picked up guns and fought with the peasants.
I don't think anyone likes pheasants.
Yeah, they've been rioting. Down with the pheasant. Down with pheasant.
The RSPCA and animal welfare experts have said they will only step in if the pheasant's welfare was at risk.
Doesn't it?
You're welcome to go Sean Connery on it, but only. Yeah. So my next question, which I think is a natural segue, is how would you deal with Phil the pheasant if he were chasing you without putting him at risk?
Get my football punting foot on.
I feel like that might put him at risk. Okay,
electric
here's a better one.
fencing?
So you are trapped in your
Wait.
house, and you're being watched by Phil the pheasant. He's outside. He's wanting to attack you.
Wait,
What do
I
you
live in
use?
America. We build a wall.
What do you use inside your house to negate or neutralize Phil?
And we make
butcher's
the
knife.
pheasants pay for it.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Delicious pheasant. Run him over, then grab a crown and pick him up.
Oh yeah. That's a joke that only.
Do you want to explain it? Do you want to explain it?
Okay, right. In the UK,
Yeah.
Okay.
we have special laws about roadkill. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh god.
The most special of this law applies specifically to pheasants.
Okay.
In that, if you accidentally kill a pheasant, you cannot pick him up. But the person behind you can.
Why is this the case?
Why not?
Because
Fuck Phil.
Yeah, one, no one knows, and two, it's to do with poaching.
Oh.
Because pheasants are kept as hunting game in the UK.
Yeah.
Because we don't have enough land for things like deer.
Surely the best way to poach pheasants isn't fucking waiting for them to be on the road and smack them in your
Probably
car.
not.
Oh,
No way.
warfare
That
against
is the most
pheasants.
efficient way. There's a way that's the most efficient way of poaching pheasants.
Just imagining a bunch of emus in a car now with guns and shit.
Ready to take down the pheasant mafia.
Pulling out like a micro.
It's like gang wars. It's gang wars but with birds.
That's
gang
emus
wars.
like rival gang.
Oh, they're rival gangs.
Yeah, it's like gang wars but with guns.
Godfather.
Sorry, not with birds.
Yeah, with guns with
guns.
birds. With guns as opposed to I don't know, birds.
Sorry, hang on. I think this is a greater subject. In Norway, what do gangs use if not guns?
Depression.
Knives?
Swords.
Okay, depression. So you know what? No, I can't even argue against that because we have seasonal depression to such a high degree here that we have solariums for people because there's so little snow here because so
Yeah,
people
the
go.
book's wrapped in a piece of paper, and when you unravel it, all it says like you're gonna die alive.
It's like a t-shirt cannon, but the t-shirt just says "You will be billed shortly."
Nah, man. My guess is the potato gun. That's gotta be my guess.
No. It's just what they do is they break into your house, and it's like instead of like stealing stuff because they're too nice for that. That would be too criminal. They just like tie you to a chair, and they just like start watching pornography on your TV. And it's just
I am ruining
as soon
your
as the
Catholic
film comes
mind.
through, we're sending it to the whole neighborhood. They'll all know of your sexual deviancy.
I can't wait.
What you actually have to do is break into a Catholic home and start playing Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
I think the same applies in a Protestant home at this rate.
Oh my gosh.
It's like a clockwork orange. You have to pry their eyes open. It's just like evolution.
Pro-life.
There is a quote here from a postman who was attacked by Phil.
Oh god, I feel bad for this man.
I first started to notice
Trying
him
to
tweeting
deliver
about
mail?
a couple of months ago. I thought he was amazing, so I crouched down to take a better look at him. Then he flew and clawed my face.
I love that he's like, this pheasant, it's amazing, it's fascinating.
Picture you're just delivering mail, man. Picture you're driving, you're going up to a mailbox, and you see this like pheasant like holding knives and just like flying towards you. That's all I'm seeing right now.
The last thing you see before you die is Phil holding double knives.
He's got like the Walmart name tag. It says, "Hi, my name's Phil."
Okay. Are you?
No.
Are you ready for the great comments that the British populace have posted in their time of need?
Oh, please
No.
do. Please do.
Those people on Charlotte Drive don't realise how poor sods on Drive have a bloody great white owl to deal with, and it also delivers the bloody post.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Holy shit.
Get this pesky bird in the cooking pot ASAP so we can all enjoy pheasant casserole and wash it down with a bottle of Chianti. Love Hannibal XS.
XX. I love that he specifies the XX part.
We should
XX.
extend the pheasant shooting season 1st of February.
Do you
After, if he survives which, he should be safe until October 1st.
How great is your hatred of pheasants?
In the UK, apparently deadly.
Quite literally deadly.
That was not 25. How dare you? So those were the great 25 comments that the British populace had in their time of need.
I wish they just like engaged a nuclear war with Phil.
That would be wonderful.
We've had to quarantine. We quarantined the town.
No, we can't
quarantined
have
the
guns.
city.
They're dangerous. Launch the nukes.
Okay, right. Something interesting about nukes in the United Kingdom
God.
is that we have a ship.
Made out of feathers.
We have a decommissioned warship in the Thames, which is called HMS Belfast. And the guns of HMS Belfast point inland. Do you want to know why that would be? Can
Why?
you guess?
Pheasants.
In case of a peasant revolt.
In case the emus start to invade.
In case of pheasant freak.
Oh.
Alright, but why? Why?
Because
Nah,
where
go on.
we store our nuclear weapons,
Oh no.
it's aimed to fire at that storage place. And where the storage place is set so that if it detonates, it will sink the island.
Holy shit.
Oh my
Ooh.
gosh.
So that's like backup plan.
I would
It
hope
kind of
so.
reminds me of California.
I severely hope that isn't our immediate objective.
So what do you do if the guns don't work? What do you got a backup plan for that?
If we've got someone who has to run in there, like shoot.
Send Phil in.
Send in Phil.
Wait. Then they just have to die either way. It's either just gonna blow
They're
up or they have
on
to
a
be
boat,
there.
so they're fine.
I hope this isn't an emergency situation. That dude's gotta. You guys gotta like sail to land, drop the dude off at land, sprint to the bomb site, shoot it.
God.
Yeah, man.
They hired Usain Bolt to do so.
No, send in John Wick. They blow up his dog with a nuke, and then he's like, "Oh, I've got to get revenge."
Wears a leather jacket. It just says John Thick on it. Oh.
Oh my god! What if Phil the Pheasant is just John Wick's pheasant?
John Wick's pheasant.
You kill this pheasant.
No, kill his pheasant. That didn't end well.
Never will.
Holy shit!
How out of a take is it to think that John Wick is a quite overrated franchise?
I like him in Fortnite.
I liked him in Payday 2. You remember that?
Remember when Payday 2 mattered?
Hmm,
Yeah, me
I don't
neither.
know. But he was actually in Payday 2, and that was the weirdest thing for me.
Holy shit! Why?
Because it was a tie-in thing. They also had Scarfaces in Payday also.
Yeah, but that. I mean, okay.
The
Well,
character
his-
model is so bad.
Okay, I've got another interesting one. Did you hear about the man who was told he was not alive?
Yeah, I've heard about that actually. It was a guy who was found out he apparently died in like 2003 or something because he got a death certificate. He was trying to change it, but when he came to it, they just said, "No, you're dead."
Yeah, no, he didn't file the paperwork correctly, so he was unable to refute his death certificate.
Yeah.
Just like, guess I'm dead. Walked out.
Which I imagine means that this man is the entire cause.
He's not gonna be alive for long. They set Phil on him.
No.
We must capture Phil and use him as our new instruction.
Better than the nukes.
God.
The ship's now pointed directly at Phil in case he goes broke.
Phil
We must
is
keep him contained.
He's like the
Phil
Hulk.
is the danger.
No, yeah, it's like the Hulk. He's a weapon of mass destruction, but he's so, at any point he could go off and, he would have to be recaptured.
Oh.
I mean, that's probably the most...
You think there's like a Hulk buster, the emu gets in like a giant emu suit to take down the peasant.
Why are we assuming that the emus are the backup plan?
Because they lost, they won against Australia.
Yeah. Not against Australia, and Australians are our criminals. So
What? It's the question, why is the SAS the best military unit in the world? They were trained by the emu.
holy shit.
God.
Oh,
Okay.
they're unkillable.
The immortal emu.
The immortal.
Oh, was that bullet?
Yeah, so we're gonna take down Phil.
Oh, God. No, not Phil. He's in Norfolk. The bullet's here.
Oh. He's coming our way.
Oh,
He's
Phil
talking
is-
about us.
Phil is like the thing that's keeping us from dying from the Lovecraftian abominations from destroying this world. It's just Phil.
Cthulhu's too scared.
You
Look
know
up-
Sarah's wrath? Fuck that.
There.
Phil's wrath.
You must look up. If you look upon Phil, you perish.
Yeah, man, the policeman looked at him, then he fucking lost his face.
True.
Oh,
Oh, the poor postman.
poor postman.
Hearts, are you even still here?
No,
He's gone.
He's gone.
Okay, so the one of the funniest experiences I've had recently
Oh, God.
was not a Norwegian, but someone from Sweden. Okay,
Okay.
and we were listening to various versions of Postman Pat.
I can confirm that the Swedish version of Postman Pat is the worst version.
Oh, why is that the worst version? Because I quite enjoyed it.
The voice actors. Okay, listen. If you've ever, I've had to live with Swedish grandparents for a while in stocking cabins, and you notice that all the voice actors for every show and every dub, there's 5 of them, and they just change their voice slightly between every show. They don't even change the voice; it's the exact same voice between every show, and you can tell which ones it is because they don't have the budget for more than like 5 actors for every show.
So basically, what you're saying is Postman Pat in Sweden is made by Bethesda.
Yes, essentially.
Perfect.
Postman Pat with like a Bethesda
No,
voice actor.
not Postman
It is Postman Pat waking up on a carriage on his way to execution.
Postist Pa.
I can only imagine that. Okay, so for the benefit of the audience, the Postman Pat theme in Swedish.
Oh my god. Sounds terrible.
Holy shit. Absolutely banger. You hear that?
Yeah.
That's Satan making
Post this pat.
banger.
Absolute fucking.
But Postman Pat is the most British thing.
It is. It's so weird. Like I thought
how
it was.
is it-
Here's the thing. I thought it was Norwegian at first when I first saw it as a kid.
Yeah, but it's like half the characters are Welsh.
It-
Like half the characters are Welsh stereotypes.
They just changed them to Swedish, and then the Norwegians understand.
Okay, right. Is Sweden the Wales of Norway?
If it was to be more accurate, that would be more like Finnmark, which is it's where the Sami people live. Okay, actually, we just want to know some fun trivia about this. Do you people know?
Look,
All right, wait, we're back. Okay.
We'll cut that bit out.
Yeah. Okay, so it's getting quite late into the podcast, so I think we should maybe end it soon then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Do you want to give us some final Norwegian wisdom?
All right, I'll give you guys some trivia about the Sami people of Norway. Some fascinating trivia. So, are you familiar with the Sami people?
No.
They're the indigenous people of Norway. They're
Okay. Wait, indigenous people?
Yes, we have an indigenous people.
Are they Asian or black?
Who invaded you?
They're actually more Slavic more than anything, actually.
Sorry, wait.
Ah.
So, how? Hang on. I want to know more about this. Fuck ending it.
Someone bothered to invade Norway?
Yeah.
No, they were here when we were here initially. They were just in the north. We were in the south. Then we
Wait,
came up
you
and
bothered to invade Norway?
Yeah, but who are you then? Where are the Norwegians come from?
No, we were here both, but the people in the north were the Sami people, like the far north. Us mostly. In the
Okay,
south.
right. So like these are like an Arctic civilization, yeah.
They're sort of, but not. Technically, but they're not exactly like living in Arctic conditions, just colder conditions.
Okay.
Most.
Okay.
Instead of British.
So come on, give us. Okay, so tell us a fun fact about these guys, and we can end.
All right, so they have this phrase called a coffee cook, which means literally coffee cook, and it's quite a funny phrase because it's how they measure distances. So if you're going on a trip, you'll say, "Oh, how far is it?" It's 3 coffee cooks. It means you have to cook coffee 3 times on your trip whilst going towards the place, because you need a coffee break, of course, whenever you're going anywhere. Because the Sami people are apparently addicted to coffee.
Okay.
I mean,
That's the fact.
Yeah, that's the fact.
Wow, okay.
and interestingly, as a counter fact, because as always, the British must one up everyone. The way that the British can measure height is how quickly they can boil a kettle in order to make tea.
Is this actually true in any sense?
Yes.
Oh my god. Oh
So
yes,
much
I've heard
so-
of this. Yeah, you can. It gets harder. It takes longer to cook at 100 degrees the higher up you are, isn't it? The case.
No, it's faster. So if you're if you're up like 100 meters, then water boils at like 60 degrees instead of 100.
Yeah, I've heard of this. Just the general thing. I didn't know it was an actual thing British people use when measuring height.
I mean, I don't know if it's an actual thing that British people use, but certainly
It seems very inconvenient.
And if you're a British person climbing a mountain and you haven't brought a kettle for your tea, we disown you. And I think at that point we should end it.
Yeah, that sounds good. All right, well, it's fun though.
Okay, fuck off.
No. We're not gonna do final thoughts. We're gonna end it here, right?
What
So
final thoughts?
at least be like, oh, I've been blah blah blah.
I would say
Oh.
I would say it was fun last second maybe. So I wasn't familiar with what was going on, but I would say I had fun.
Yeah.
With you guys.
Just be like, I'm Norwegian. Goodbye.
I'm Norwegian. Goodbye. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, okay, fuck off now.